Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of the Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Interbanks fishing report with Captain Richard Andrews of Tar-Pam Guide Service. How you doing, Richard?
I'm doing fine, Marvin. How are you?
Just trying to stay out of trouble. Word on the street is you got a new boat.
I did. After 11 years of beating up my old one, I finally was able to get a new boat. I've owned a lot of boats in my life, but this is the only new one I've ever owned.
Very cool. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I decided to go a little bit bigger. I got a 23-foot Jones Brothers Cape Fisherman, which is a really, really nice boat of its class in this part of the world. They're manufactured in Morehead City, and Donnie, it's been a pleasure dealing with Donnie Jones, the owner of the company. He's been nothing but gracious and helpful, and so I'm real happy to have it. We got held up by our motor. Yamaha was has been behind on their manufacturing and their shipping, and so the boat's been ready for a while. We had to wait for that motor for quite some time, but we finally got one. And I've been running the boat all week, so I'm real pleased with it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, because if you had to row that thing around, you get tired pretty fast.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I'm not going to get too far with a set of oars, so we're just going to have to wait for a motor.
Yeah. So, looked at your weather. You're starting to kind of cool off. What's that doing to the fishing pattern?
Oh, it's changing it. We're kind of starting to enter more of a late summer, early fall pattern, which is it's just a change. It's not good or bad. It's just different. Of course, we're right in the middle of our giant red drum season. It's been I wouldn't say it's been a great season. We've had some fish showing up over our way, but not really the numbers we're used to seeing. I usually like to shoot for maybe half a dozen a day if I can do that. I feel like I can go out there and catch 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 a day. That's a great day. Maybe 2 per person on the boat. But we're actually catching more like 1s and 2s right now. So you're having to fish really hard for them. So I hope something changes, but we're kind of well into September now, and maybe the best of it's yet to come. I always have to be optimistic.
Yeah, there you go. And you were telling me that the puppy drum have kind of moved off the banks and are kind of moving up the creeks.
They seem to be. I've seen a few schools still around out on the main river shorelines, but they seem to be more in the creeks, kind of scattered out now. So you can get in the creeks and just kind of beat around with a fly rod. You can catch some encounters, and you'll catch some other things. You'll catch some flounder. You'll catch some speckled trout, maybe some scattered stripers. Kind of our mixed bag, which we love here. That's one of the greatest things about our fishery is just our variety. So yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Well, that's great. And I've got a question for you from Peyton, and he wanted to get an update on the status of the false albacore bite.
Well, of course, you can catch albacore all summer long. Nobody's really seen target them much in the summer. People are doing other things. When I used to do a lot of offshore fishing, and we would see schools of albacore all the time out in the ocean. And of course, a lot of times that was further offshore, but we see them running out, running back in. And we kind of they were annoying to us because they would come in there and hit all our beautiful ballyhoos that we rigged. They were trolling to try to catch mahi and wahoo and billfish and that sort of thing. But to answer his question, we're really getting close to albie season. Most people around here kind of get real excited about it about late September. Usually we think of October, beginning of October is kind of the kickoff. October and November are the two big albie months, and but you can also catch them well outside that window.
Got him. And so is it really in the summer that people aren't looking for them, or do they just have to run farther than they do in the fall?
Well, the fall there's no doubt that the fishing gets really good in the fall because all that bait fishing, all those bait that they eat congregate around the Cape Lookout shoals, and it really is a huge concentration of fish during that October, November time frame. But if you wanted to albie fish all summer, you could do it. I mean, if you might have to run further. The pattern might be a little different. They might not be as concentrated, but you can certainly do it.
Got it. And folks, we love questions on the Articulate Fly. You can email them to us or send them to us on our Facebook or Instagram page. And if we use your question, I'll send you some Articulate Fly swag, and you'll get into a drawing for a half-a-day charter with Richard at the end of the season. And Richard, I know you say the same thing every week, but we always have new listeners. So why don't you let folks know where they can find you so they can book in fish with you?
Well, The best source of information on what we do is on my website at www.tarpamguide.com, and we just redesigned our website to make it more mobile friendly after a decade, and so hope you enjoy it.
Well, there you go. And folks, you owe it to yourself to take advantage of this cooling, almost fall weather. Get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Richard.
Tight lines, Marvin.